I've got good news.
Well, my cup runneth over. What are you going to add to my already phenomenal night?
Is he
dead? Yeah, probably. But don't look at that. Look at. Good. What's the good news?
Okay, well, I just fired Lambert and made your all-time favorite goalie our coach.
Patrick Waugh is back? That is amazing. For me. Definitely not for you. But genuinely good news. What a night!
Jeez! Well, he's not dead.
More good news! I think.
I just had a horrible nightmare. You were celebrating some sort of bullcrap about your history that no one cares about. And then you put up 9 goals on... It actually happened, didn't it?
It did.
God, could this night get any worse?
Patrick Waugh's back in the league.
Fuck.
Low quality fans of a high quality Bruins team that is a dub.
Every single Bruin, except for Forbort and Patra, had at least 1 point tonight. That's nuts. That's squirrely. That's unbelievable. Tenacity. You can't teach that. This team just kicked the absolute butterballs out of the Montreal toilet seats. My goodness. I mean, a game that until the third period was close. It was a mess, and the Bruins were the better team through the first 2, but it was still a close game. And then they just took a heaping dump on them. I don't mean to be vulgar, but I don't get paid by some professional company to do this. So I get to say whatever the fuck I want. We beat the hell out of those guys. Holy shit. What a great game. What a great game. And if you're a Habs fan and you stumbled over to this channel, look, man, all you can do is laugh. All you can do. Bruins fans know it. Every franchise knows it. Sometimes you get embarrassed. And that third period was embarrassing. Honestly, the other 2 were as well, except we also had embarrassing moments. That wasn't exactly what I'd call great hockey. Like, fundamentally great. Whew! What a game. 9. I know you wanted 10, so did I, but let's not get selfish. Oh, greedy. Greedy's the word. Let's not get greedy over here. On a night where we were celebrating the 1988 Boston Bruins, I did not get to catch any of that because I was late coming home from work. But I'm sure it was great, and we sure did honor them by putting up an 80s-esque score. Good stuff. You having fun? I'm having fun. I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. The Montreal Canadiens. The proud franchise. This is our 3rd meeting of the year. We had an overtime loss to them early in November, and then a week after that, we had a pretty emphatic win over them. They suck at everything, pretty much. They're bottom third of the league in goals allowed, in goals scored, in power play, in penalty kill. They're a bad team. They're genuinely a bad team. But here's the good news for Habs fans. Here's genuinely good news. Is 2 of the most difficult positions to find on a championship caliber team are usually considered your top line center, your 1C, and your goaltender. It feels like they might have both of those guys. Nick Suzuki, 37 points through 45 games-ish, somewhere around there. I don't know the exact games. And a fantastic 2-way game. Really looks like he's going to be their 1C for the next 10 years. And then Sam Montembeault with a .910 save percentage, a .285 goals allowed average on a team giving up the third most expected goals per game this year. Yikes. Looks like he really has starter qualities. Can be a true number one goaltender. It looks like that's a real thing that might happen. Now, of course, he's 27, but goaltenders don't, if they're good, don't drop off as hard in their early 30s the way some players will. So if that's your guy for the next 5 to 8 years, and you've got Suzuki as your 1C, you've filled in some major pillars for when you're trying to build back towards being competitive. Now, of course, I do want to make the point, screw them. I hope they're never competitive again, even though the league is a better place when the Habs are good. I know that. You know that. That fan base knows that. But screw them. Screw them. Caulfield looks good. Matheson's been great this year. They've got some pieces. They've got some pieces. But the thing is about the Habs, is people tend to forget this about the Habs. They suck. The Habs suck. Like that's a... You know how like the Yankees suck? Like that's just a fundamental truth? The Habs suck. Duh. Let's talk about the Bruins though, who don't suck. We get 4 players back from injury. I just told somebody, can't remember who it was, I apologize. It was in the YouTube comments, can't find it. Just told you that 4 more can still be considered week to week because that is the update I had very recently gotten. I lied, turns out. Didn't mean to lie, but I did. Carlo, Patra, Omar, and Former all go back into the lineup. Just a fun little jam session of injured dudes back into other dudes. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm a little delirious. It's been a very long week. I have bags under my eyes. I do have bags under my eyes. Goodness, it's fine. Everything's fine. The lines shake out as such. Marchand, Coyle, Pasta, JVR, Zaka, DeBrusque, Lauko, Geeky, Frederick, Boquist, Patra, Heinen, Grismack, Lindholm, Carlo, Forbort, Shattenkirk, Olmark gets his first start since getting injured 11 days ago. Patra on the 4th line is stupid. And it's not about him being a rookie. It's not about his talent level. It's about the fit. And that makes no sense at all. And he didn't even spend that much time with them. He did, but he bounced around to a few different lines. Lohrei and Wotherspoon and Steen will all fall on the sword. They all get moved out of the lineup. I know we're going to be upset about Lohrei and Wotherspoon and some people about Steen. Beecher got sent down to Providence, which I kind of get, but it sucks because there's just so many flashes of him being this really responsible 4th-line center who wins faceoffs. Defensively, it's great. And then he has moments where he really just doesn't look like he belongs. Bummer, but he's still working through some stuff. His career certainly isn't over. Just a bummer there. If you dig hockey and you dig the Bruins and maybe you dig this channel, feel free to join the Discord below, as well as jump in with Twitter conversations and Instagram conversations. You can find me in those places too. The YouTube members, you guys are phenomenal, absolute studs. You're wearing halos all day from your generosity, and I appreciate it. You guys rock. I really can't express that. I feel like I sound like I'm being facetious right now. I can't express that anymore, honestly. I really appreciate you guys. Let's talk about this game, where most of the conversation is going to be about goals, because there were 13 of them. My prediction, by the way, if you listen to the Short Shift pod, was a 4-0 shutout for the Bruins. I predicted a shutout. I'm not good at my job. I'm not. Puck drops! 4:06 in. Matheson, who I've been praising all year long, goes for cross-checking. We're going to the power play. No dice. Special teams through 2 periods. Fucking awful. Awful. 8:22 in. Shattenkirk's going to go for slashing. It was a call. 56 seconds into this power play, we are going to do something that's going to make me want to pull my hair out. It's so weird, the 180 you take during this game. How frustrated you were through it, and then by the end of it, you're just elated. Either way, the puck is drifting towards the left point. We've knocked it away. It looks like we get a clearance out of this. Get the puck out. And Marchand is screaming his way towards it. And Matheson is coming the other way. If Marchand can corral this, we have a breakaway. We have a Bruins player in the neutral zone ready to take off. Marchand knows this. But he also has Matheson barreling down on him. He tries to corral it. Matheson smacks it away. Deeper into the zone. Now Marchand is way out of position. They set back up. Forbort has to try to compensate for Marchand no longer being on that right side, that circle, left side, depending on your angle. And so they have a freebie in passing to Cofield, who is literally just sitting next to Ullmark all alone because Forbort drifted up into that circle. He receives the puck, and he has no problem just dunking this past Ullmark short side. 1-0, power play goal for them. That stuff kills me. It kills me. The home run play was so unnecessary there. You're on the penalty kill. Kill the penalty first. Worry about scoring a goal after. Drives me nuts. But hey, we don't have to wait too long for revenge because only a few minutes later, with 7:13 left in the period, Carlo is going to be striding his way through the middle of the neutral zone. And he's going to see Freddie on the left side, and he chucks it over to him. Let's take the offensive zone. And Freddie receives his puck, and he goes, hey, screw it. Let's get the big man some buckets. 2v2. It's Freddie. It's Carlo. And in front of Carlo is Harris. Yeah, Weird occurrence having Carlo join the rush like that. Carlo manhandles Harris and allows himself to be opened up enough as he's driving towards Montembeault that Frederick, from that left wall after they take the offensive zone, lays a perfect saucer pass in the air, foot off the ground, boom, lands right on his stick, and Carlo's able to tip this glove side, far side, and it's 1-1, just like that. Harris had a terrible game. He got absolutely annihilated this game. So, I don't know why I'm being mean to him, but not good. 5:17 left. Shattenkirk pinches up in the neutral zone in open ice. Hey, you want a good tip here? Don't pinch into open ice in the neutral zone. Don't do that. I have no idea what he was thinking there. It's not like he was going to get to this puck first. The guy who received the puck didn't even have to move to beat Shattenkirk to it. I don't know what we're doing. Either way, the play is going to keep going our way, except for Shattenkirk's now deep in the neutral zone. So it's a 2-on-1. A 2-on-1 against Forbort, by the way. Ha ha! Great. So he's going to go, Waugh's going to go down the left side of the offensive zone. Forbort's going to go, let's close the gap. And he does. And it's not even how much I hate this play, because Forbort was going to be behind this regardless. You could already see that he was too flat-footed to catch up with this. So it was either a 2-on-none or he tried to eliminate one of the bodies. He goes for Waugh. And Waugh is then going to fling this into the slot where Armia has beaten Boquist by a stride or two. Armia gets the glove side tap in past Ullmark, and it's 2-1, and everyone's pissed off again. But once again, about, 4 minutes later, $1.50 left in the period. It's a hard-nosed shift by the second line. But the highlight is actually Carlo, who, if this didn't work, we'd be criticizing. That's how it works, unfortunately. Not really fair. He's going to pinch on that right wall all the way down, basically, to the right corner. He's going to come all the way down. Breaks up the play. It allows DeBrusk and JVR to jump into that corner as well, win the board battle. DeBrusk is going to have the puck just scooched towards the net, but still behind the net, and he's just going to take it right in short side. Couple of long strides, and he manages to squeak it through Montembeault. It's 2-2. I don't even really know how it gets in. And then 40 seconds later, we're going to do it again. We're set up in their zone. This is a new line. This one was Heinen, Freddie, Geekie. Just shifting those lines around again, and they're going to get set up. And Geekie wins a board battle down low. Puck gets moved around to the left point. Grizz is back there and just sees, hey, Heinen isn't really covered by anybody, and he's backdoor. So it's a slap pass, intentionally wide, but disguise it as a shot. Everyone sells out except for Heinen, who tries to go off of the stick and just redirect it into the net. Doesn't work. It redirects off his stick and his skate and into the net. Who gives a crap? That's a goal. It's 3-2 with 50 seconds left of the period. Huge. And we'll go into the second with that lead. And then 5:10 into the second, Coyle goes for high sticking. We're going to the penalty kill. And for the second time on a penalty kill, we're going to get scored on. About a minute into it, the Habs are set up once again. This is actually just a really nice play by Monahan. who's standing in the slot, all alone. He receives a pass from Suzuki and just taps it. Sorry, he wasn't all alone. He just redirects it to go to Matheson, who is all alone, who just gets to load up from the high slot and goes basically Bardowski on Ullmark glove side. I think Ullmark got screened a little bit here because this is one, even though it's an excellent shot, that we're kind of used to seeing Ullmark save. Either way, it's 3-3, power play goal for them. They're 2 for 2 on the power play, but Forbort and Carlo are back, so I don't know what the issue is. The second power play goal was just really good, and the first one was a turnover, and that was Marchand's fault, and I'm not going to blame Forbort for that, even though Forbort did not look good. 7:55 in. Freddie continues to just be awesome, by the way. He's just great. And Anderson, they're going to get tied up. Anderson is going to palm Freddie's face like this, and then put his head into the ice, while the ref is locked in on that play, and initially keeps his arm down. They are going to get up and fight a little bit. Anderson gets the better side of this. It was kind of an awkward fight, but he gets the more hits in. But after all of this is settled and the commercial break comes back, we see that they actually got the extra 2 for elbowing. I don't understand. We're going to the power play, though. And then with 7 seconds left of the power play that we did not do anything with, Harvey Pinard is going to clear this out of the zone. Over the glass. Clearly delay of game. I mean, it wasn't even close to the glass. And they call it. And as that arm goes up, the whistles are blowing, the refs get together, and then they wave it off. One of the refs was certain it hit something. I don't know what it hit. Maybe his massive ego? I don't know how you wave that. Either way, we're not going to the power play. Everything sucks. I hate it here. 9:14 left. It's a clean breakout from our zone. And it turns out the puck don't lie because it's a nice redirect by Boquist. He just springs a 2-on-1 for Heinen and Patra. And Heinen pretty much shows shoot the whole time. The defense really does cover up the pass. Patra didn't have a chance on this one. So Heinen goes, fine. I'm going to go blocker side, sniper Rooney, and jeez, absolute bullet. And it's 4-3. And then 49 seconds later, we are in transition again. And it's a long pass from the defensive zone all the way up to Marchand, who's standing on the opposing blue line, just on that left corner. And he sees Pasta coming, so he hits the brakes. He waits, and he just dishes this off to Pasta. He's going to collect and head straight for the high slot, who he is thinking shoot the whole time, obviously. But there is another option that opens up as Coyle is streaking down the right side, getting right in on Montembeault. Pasta tries this great, just tries to lead him enough, right? Lead him enough. And the pass goes, it's a 50-50 ball right between him and Montembeault. But Coyle is able to reach out and hit the puck right before it hits where Montembeault's trying to get to. And it goes past him, blocker side. It's 5-3. That's your game-winning goal, by the way. Coyle got it. The guy who's not going to get a ton of praise for this game, but was brilliant the entire time. 6:41 left. Multiple failed clearances leads to this. It keeps the play alive. Drives me nuts. But it wasn't enough. Not enough for us to just keep, leaving the option open for the Habs. No, we also wanted to help by giving it directly to them. Because Shattenkirk's in the left corner with the puck with a little bit of time, and he just pushes this forward to give it away to Harvey Pinard. Now, look, I know he's trying to elevate and do something different in the year. He doesn't do this on purpose, obviously, but he doesn't. And so Harvey Pinard goes, oh, cool, I've got Gallagher in the slot who's going to step on Lindholm, feeds it to him. Gallagher swoops around, tries to beat Ullmark to the far post. Ullmark is there, makes the save, but Lindholm swipes the puck into the net after the save is made. And it's 5-4. And with 104 left, slashing on Grizz, we're going to the penalty kill. We kill off that 104, but we're starting the third period up a goal, but on 56 seconds of the penalty kill. This is massive. And then we kill it. And then we start rattling them off. 126 in. Gallagher flubs the puck in the left point, leads to a Pasta breakaway. He's got Struble draped over his back. Doesn't matter enough because Pasta's going to go in on Montembeault, try 5-hole, save made, but the puck bounces right back to him and he's able to bury this stick side. It's 6-4, another one for Pasta. And then with 4:32 left, it's horrible puck management by the Habs as Slavkovsky just gives it away to Coyle in the middle of the slot. Like, literally passes it to him. I don't know what he was doing here. He is going to look to the net, realizes he doesn't actually have a shot as a defender collapses in on him. So he's going to start going around the net. And he skates right around his defender, uses the net as a pick for that defender, and as he frees himself up as he circles around the other side, he sees that Marchand is primed in the dead center of the slot. Quick pass to him, and he's going to beat Montembeault glove side. So that's going to be 7-4, and that's his 11th consecutive 20-goal season for Marchand. Incredible. And then, 5 minutes after that, a face-off win by Zacha. DeBrusk is going to jump in. He's going to circle all the way from the left wall, down and around, and he is going to see that Zacha just went backdoor. He just goes straight to Montembeault's blocker side. No one picks him up. So as DeBrusk circles the net, he flings it across. Tap in for Zacha. It's 8-4, and we're having a great time. They're finally going to pull Montembeault and bring in Primo, which, sure, at that point, why not? On the date that Patrick Waugh was hired once again as an NHL coach, let's make sure our goalie doesn't get destroyed too much, because we saw how that worked in the past. I believe that's Zacha's 100th goal, if I'm correct here. 9:50 left. Suzuki is going to go for slashing. We're going to the power play, and 30 seconds into the power play, Shattenkirk with the puck on the left dot. He really does do a great job on the power play unit. He shifts this to Geekie, who's to the right of Primo. He sees Heinen inside of Harris. Ugh. Well, you know what I mean. Quick pass to him, and Heinen gets the tap in. It is a hat trick for Danton Heinen, the first of his career, I believe. And that's horrendous defensive coverage by Harris, who was terrible all night. I'm really picking on this guy. But screw him, he's a hab. 9-4, your final score. What game notes could I possibly have? Let's talk about the guys returning from injury, shall we? We've got Forbort, who looked bad. He did. What are we doing here? He looked bad. Here's the thing. I am willing, even though I know that Forbort's looked really bad when healthy in the past, I've got to give the guy a fair chance. It's not fair to just crap all over. I'm like, okay, let's get you back to game speed and see where you look. See where you look? God, it is late. Carlo looked mostly awesome. He had a great game. Patra, not great. Really struggled to find any chemistry with his line mates. Let's give him a little time as well. And then Olmark did not get much help, but let's be honest, not his best effort either. He's going to shake that off, though. I'm really not worried about him. The PK, really struggling again. So I'm hoping that with Carlo back full-time and maybe Forbort can add to this, penalty kill gets back to where it should be, which is a top 10 penalty kill. I'm pretty sure over the past month and a half, we've been like the 22nd ranked penalty kill. It's been bad. Like, genuinely bad. Those are my only game notes. How fun was that? How awesome was that? Watch the highlights if you weren't able to watch the game. That was awesome. And the olays that they were singing, the wave that the crowd did, I hate the wave. I'll forgive it in this instance. I don't care. What a great night. If you were at this game, please tell me about it. I want to know, because I'm jealous. Authentically. Go Bees. Go Bees! Thank you for watching, but of course, we've got to give a shout out to the low-quality YouTube channel members. Need a real name for that one of these days. Starting with the top line tier, the Atomic Lizard, Bradley Johnson, Aaron Adams, Coach D, Just Aaron, Han Slomo, Darren Woodbury, Micro Sausage, Brett Arney, Pincent, Justin Barnard, and Nick Zatrullo. You guys are studs. And then we have our Stallions, Abraxion, Hailey E. Coyote, Joel, Jacob Pratt, Jason Ozzy Bruin Connolly, Tupton Detashi, Jonathan Harvey, DeKingery, The Only Newts, A Tasty Snack, Doots42, Bruin Smash, and Jeremy. Absolute legends. Thank you guys so much for your support, and go Bees.